Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Perplexed Damage. Well, yesterday was July 1st, and July 1st when it comes to Heroclix is defined as retirement day. It is when a certain amount of sets go from modern to golden age, and and we lost quite a few sets. Quite a few important sets to theme teams. Um, we lost from Superman to Galactic Guardians to the Avengers movie, Chaos War, Fast Forces Chaos War, and all the way up to the New 52. Also, Incredible Hulk was in there too, and so. Um, All right. Well, today I'm just going to go over the 30 things that I will miss from modern age that have really been useful in building teams. So we're going to start off with from the Superman set. Um, it's got to be the Superman Common. This is the 300 point or 150 version. This is, I'm pretty sure in the past 2.5 years, if you have not played against this, then consider yourself lucky because this is a very dominant piece at 300 and very tough to get around. It's got the, as usual, it's got the Superman TA. He's got outwit on his first click. 11 movement, 12 attack, 18 impervious, 5 outwit. Very tough, very effective. You could easily hit somebody with 7 to start off with, and outwitting their defense is very cruel for Superman. The other figure from the Superman set that I just found out about. Oh, it was maybe back in September or so. How good of a piece she was Ursa. I believe that's what you call it. Ursa can be played at 150. What I liked about her is that she could look through like hindering. And then I believe she had a stealth when she was in hindering, but she's a very good piece. And I actually test played her a couple times. She's kind of doing like a little matrix like little thing, and I actually liked her. I just wish that I would have used her more often. So Ursa from the set. All right, moving on to the Incredible Hulk set. We have this is a piece that me and my brother both like playing, especially my brother. He would play these on a bunch of scientist teams, and he would play multiples of them. I'm pretty sure we have about 8 or 9 of these, but it is the AIM agent at 38 points. He's got the Hydra TA. What's not to like about these guys? I mean, they got 5 range. They got perplex on their top click. They got support later on their dial. They're only 38 points. I mean, these guys are awesome. So we have really enjoyed these guys. Next up for the Incredible Hulk series is just the other side of the AIM agents, and it's the AIM Renegades. These guys are worth 34 points, so a little bit cheaper. But the main difference is that these guys are barriers. So I have seen a lot in our venues where somebody would play a scientist team, and they would put them in the corner, and these guys would launch up barriers and make it very difficult for you to move in and attack when it's your turn. So right. And next up is Black Bolt. Black Bolt at 193. This is a very good piece. He's got that special pulse wave where I believe it's give him a double power action, and he can deal his printed damage to all the targets. I believe that's how it is. Their specials are coming off of my head, so I don't have the cards around here. So if I mess up, I'm sorry about that. Just leave it in a comment. But yeah, triple target. The only thing that I think that I did not like about this piece is that his lack of move and attack. But he's got range of 9, but still he's got very little move and attack, in that he's not Indom. So, but other than that, he's a pretty good piece. All right, so moving on to Galactic Guardians. I'm going to start off with the Astral Doctor Strange. These are 13 points. Mystic keywords. These are a lot of fun. A lot of fun filler for your mystics. You can do a free movement per each turn. And I mean, they got movement, which includes end cap, which is pretty sweet. So you can burn them up 7, and then do an end cap. So not too bad. These are also the ones that you launched off if you had the Doctor Strange at 196. So pretty cool. Alright, this is a favorite from a lot of people, and it's the Mole Man. Mole Man at 47 points. Mind control friendly monsters, and he gets, I think, +3 to his attack, which is like pretty awesome. And you could easily see any teams of monsters build around like a big monster, and then have about 3 of these on the table, and it's pretty amazing mind controlling going on there. He's even got outwit on his top click, so not too bad. Alright, next up is a little favorite of mine. It's the Gamora. And the cool thing about Gamora is that her damage cannot be reduced below 2, I believe. So, pretty awesome. So, and yeah, I believe it's 2. It could be 1, but I believe it's 2. Pretty awesome piece. And a lot of these pieces, a lot of the Galactic Guardians, can't wait till coming up next month. You got Guardians of the Galaxy coming out for a set, and so all these pieces, majority of these pieces, hopefully will be replaced so they can be made modern again. Next up, we got Thanos. This is the regular Thanos, the 300 or 150. The cool thing about this one is that the ability to stop healing of other characters, which gets around regeneration and steal energy. So very cool, and support too. It's just an awesome piece. One thing, he is power cosmic. But one thing is that his movement attack, it doesn't come up too often. So, but still awesome. I mean, he's got 9 range with 13 attack, 19 defense for 5 damage. You're hitting somebody for 13 penetrating for 5 damage on his top click. That's pretty awesome. So, really fun piece there. Next one is the 75 point Doctor Strange from the this is from the gravity feed of Galactic Guardians. The one thing I liked about this one is that adjacent friendly characters with him are given energy shield deflection, which is pretty awesome. And him himself with that ability has a 18 defense, starting off 16, making an 18. Perplex, he's a lot of people have enjoyed him for 75 points. Put him on like a Mystics team, stuff like that. Okay. And the last one from this set is probably one of my favorite modern Colossals. He could do so much damage right away, and just frustrates a lot of people. I frustrate a lot of people at different venues because of this guy, and that is. Make sure I can get him out here without him breaking. Zyron the Tester. This dude, I mean, he starts off with his little test that he does, and he could deal. I think it's 5 damage. Yeah, 5 damage or 6 damage to any opposing character if they don't pass the test that he gives the team. And I mean, dealing 6 damage, and if you have somebody who like their main guy is like Thanos, you're dropping him down 6 clicks right away, and it's unavoidable damage. So I mean, that's pretty awesome. This guy is just like a whole lot of fun. You can play him at it's 300, 600, 800, and then it jumps up to I think you can play him at like 1400 or something like that, 1100, 1400. So just an awesome Colossal, and just kind of sucks to see him go. But there's a lot of other Colossals in the Galactic Guardians, but this one was it's got a special place there for me. So a lot of fun. So. All right, moving on to the Avengers set. The Avengers set is when me and my brother first started playing, May of 2012. This was the first set that we got into. And, all right, so the first one, just watching my cat here behind me. Anyways. First one is that there was a starter set, and this was very key to us because hey, it was the first time that we got standard objects and the rule book and all these figures, and one that really stands out to me is the first Avenger. If you remember in that starter set, it was always their nickname. Instead of their code name, it was like a nickname, and one was the first Avenger, which was Captain America, and I just always liked this piece. He's got that shield ability that gives him energy shield. It also gives him a running shot with for 6 range or something like that. Just a really fun piece, and I always had a lot of fun with it. So we got the first Avenger. He's 100 for 100 points. The next one is probably the best Hulk. I know there's been like World Breaker and Null most recently, but this still stands as one of the really good Hulks, and it's the Hulk for 255 points. I mean, this dude is like awesome. I mean, on his clicks, I mean he's got super strength almost all throughout his dial. He's also got battle fury throughout all of his dial. I mean, this guy. I mean, he's already in Dom, but you toss a gauntlet on him, and he's just a powerhouse. And there's no outwitting, and there's just like let this guy go. And I mean when I played him once with the gauntlet on an Avengers team, the only thing I had to get around was was Pulse Wave and stuff like that. So, but other than that, I mean, this guy's like pretty amazing. So, all right. Next one is a little guy we all know about by now. Is Agent Coulson. Agent Coulson's played at 50 points. The cool thing about him is that, hey, he's 50 points, but then also that he's got that special, I think it's a special attack. It's either attack or speed, but it's any opposing characters that are over 100 points cannot attack him, like, at all, unless he's like the last person on your force. Now this can be outwitted, but that's pretty awesome that he's got that ability, and just a lot of fun. He's been a lot of fun for theme teams, especially shield teams and stuff like that, and just really cool guy. He's got perplex and stuff like that, so great figure. These next two are I'm going to put together. Is the Hawkeye at 65 points or the Hawkeye at 75 points. These guys are just they're all they're great alone. You know, one's got like a I forgot what it was, range combat. You could put down the bow or something like that, but. These guys are great to use if you're looking for a good like secondary or third attacker. 65, 75 points, you can't go too far with that. So, but that's pretty amazing. So, and I'll talk about why these guys could be good later on. But 65, 75, they both got Avengers Initiative, so they can look through hindering, they can pass through hindering. Pretty awesome. Alright, and then we got the Chase Odin at 250. This is a great piece to start off with the energy explosion and 5 damage, 2 targets. The one kind of problem with him is that he's got those 2 sleep clicks where you can heal him up, you know, minus whatever action tokens he has, and minus by 2. But he's a lot of fun. He does his work, but you know, Fear itself Odin's a little bit better, but he's still pretty cool. Okay. Next up is another Power Cosmic from the piece. It was Red Skull. So, oddly enough, Red Skull's in the Avengers movie set, but hey, he wasn't in the movie, so... But, oh well. Still a pretty cool Power Cosmic piece. 170, can't go wrong with that. I mean, that's pretty low for a Power Cosmic figure with the power that he can deal, so not too bad. Alright, next up is the Power Cosmic Loki at 220. He's also got Mystics and Power Cosmic, so pretty sweet. But that's not all. He can use all the TAs on the opposing team. So if he's going up against the Avengers that have Avengers Initiative, just Fantastic Four team, he could use that. He could use the X-Men theme team. He could use just about any theme team that the opposing character has, and that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Scrolls, you know, pretty sweet. And he's a long range 9 with 1 target. Not too bad. And then we got the freebie of that year, which is the Thor, the 250 point free comic book day Thor. This guy's a great piece. Avengers Initiative, 250 points. Can't really go wrong with this Thor. And we saw a lot more Thors after that, but this guy's still a pretty fun piece. All right, Next, we're moving to Chaos War. We're going to start off with the infamous Fast Forces set. This was a set that was pretty expensive at the time. It was near about $40, and that was just because of one character, one piece that made them that expensive. And you know what? We were lucky when we got the Fast Forces set. We went up to a venue nearby, and we got it for like $17. We were like, we're gonna grab this, and we grabbed it. So, and we were glad to spend the $17 because this piece is Scarlet Witch at 75 or 50 points. This character, if you're making an Avengers team during Modern, she was pretty much crucial to put in there. I mean, you got Perplex, you got Prob. I think she starts off with TK. You got Energy Shield, Mystic's team ability. I mean, she's awesome. So and you know, the only bad thing about this is that she's so low in points that I've seen teams of 3 or 4 of these easily, and they're very tough to get around. But man, her support just made the Avengers teams even better. All right. The second figure from that Fast Forces set actually helped out another Avenger, and that figure is Mockingbird at 50 points or 25 points. The cool thing about this is that I believe I want to say Hawkeye's attack, that if they're adjacent, their attack goes up by 1, which is pretty awesome. You put them with either of these 65 or 75 point ones I just showed you, or the one coming up, and it's pretty awesome. And she's 50 points or 25 points. Use her at 25 points, and she'll take care of Hawkeye. So very good piece. Don't really want to play her without Hawkeye, but still an interesting piece. All right, and then moving on into the regular Chaos War set, we have Donald Blake at 33. Donald Blake is the AE of Thor, and basically for 33 points, he was pretty much the support of the Avengers. If anybody played them, or if anybody played him on a team, he would usually be the guy that was in the back row, kind of just hanging out there. You know, whenever anybody needed some healing, he was there for you. And he's got an 11 attack on his top click, and just a fun support piece. All right, the next one for Chaos War. There's a lot of Avengers stuff in the Chaos War that made it really good. This one was, if you get your hands on one of this was a dominant piece to place in any large build Avengers sets, and that was Morgan Le Fay. Now, even though Morgan Le Fay does not have the Avengers keyword, she's got that if she's put on an Avengers keyworded team, that she automatically gains the keyword Avengers. She could also do, she's got Perplex, but then she can also do a special Perplex where she's +2 or -2 to any combat value other than damage. So, I mean, about a week and a half ago, I ran her with Avengers Prime from Chaos War, and freaking sick. I mean, bonus of 2 damage on top of already 19 damage, making it 21. Freaking great piece. So just a lot of fun to look at too. I mean, when she came out, we were like, whoa, you know, just great. But you're always kind of weary about if I want to push her or not. But But hey, her second click is even better. I mean, she's got Shape Changer on her top click with penetrating damage, but her second click is when she gets prob. So pretty worth pushing, but pretty dominant piece. And also you can choose Combat Reflexes and Energy Shield. Pretty awesome. So that's Morgan Le Fay at 122. Alright. Next up for the Avengers was Sharon Carter at 45 points. Now the cool thing about Sharon Carter is that yeah, she's got Perplex, she's got Willpower and stuff like that, but any adjacent Avengers and hindering with her, her and them all have stealth. So we're gonna throw Hulk and Hawkeye next to her and hindering, stealth. It's awesome. She's just she was just an awesome support piece, and she's low enough, 45 points, where toss her on your team, man. She can help out where it's needed. Next up was a crucial character for Chaos War, and that was Hawkeye at 98 points. He is a wild card and just pretty good piece. I mean, yeah, leap climb and stealth, leadership. I think he's got a 12 attack with 3 targets, willpower on his top click, Thunderbolt's keyword. I mean, what's not to like about this Hawkeye? Throw him with the Mockingbird, even better. I mean, for a long time, this guy was a pretty spot on guy to put on every Avengers team. So we're gonna miss this guy. And then one that I kind of liked was 77-point Wasp. Now Wasp has the end cap, but then she also does like 1 penetrating damage with that special. So pretty awesome. So and Wasp is so small, barely see her. I mean, Chaos War introduced the tiny size for the damage ability, so not too bad. Not too bad of a character. Alright. And finishing off here, we got DC New 52, or Justice League New 52 set. There was 2 characters. You know, there was a bunch of other characters that a lot of DC fans liked in this set, but 2 characters that really stood out to me was the Enchantress at 50 points. You could play her at 250. But I usually play her at 50 points. Now, the cool thing about this is that unlike Scarlet Witch, she was even a better Mystics 50-pointer to put in her team. I mean, she's got TK on her top click, 3 damage with probability control, and super senses for defense. Just an awesome click. She's got 8 range compared to 6 from Scarlet Witch. I mean, you can't really go too far with that, man. I've seen people play at the 250, but I just love her at 50 points, and just a great piece. And you know, the problem is that with these new mystical teams coming out with Modern Age, is that it's going to be really tough to find support pieces for Modern. So Scarlet Witch and Enchantress, if you ever got a hold of these, man, use them. And the next piece is a piece that was sort of like Thanos. He removed a power, and it was a very common power. It was a very important power for your team to have, for you to have any chances at games. And it is John Constantine at 59 points. Now, the cool thing about John Constantine is that, yeah, he's a wild card, and I think he's got perplex on every other click, But the cool thing about him is that nobody else on the board except for him can use probability control, which is pretty awesome. So I think it's like every other click or something like that. So it was always like, oh, he's on his first click, oh, he's on his second click, okay, you can use prob. Okay, he's on his third click, okay, you can't use prob, you know, and such and such. But he's got mystics, so if you do, you know, blast them for 5 damage, hey, you got to take one unavoidable damage. But this was a cool guy to keep in the back, you know, sort of like Donner Blake. You keep him in the back, and you can really mess with probability control, which makes the game go quicker. A little frustrating if you don't hit your rolls. So a lot of fun. And okay, so those are 29 figures, and you kind of figure, kind of wonder, well, what's your 30th one? You know, what's your last figure? And you know what? It's not really a figure at all. It's just a really cool thing to have, and that was the Infinity Gauntlet. What can I say about the Gauntlet? You know, a lot of people don't like it because, you know, it makes anybody, you know, basically power cosmic. But gotta say, I was a sucker for the Infinity Gauntlet, and now with Modern Age now, I'm gonna have to learn how to use the utility belt, and utility belt's gonna be pretty crucial on the majority of my teams. But hey, you know, anytime now that there's a Golden Age or a Silver Age where this can be used, I'm going to use it. So, and this was a custom painted one that I got about a year and a half ago, and it's pretty awesome. So that was the Infinity Gauntlet. So all right, well, just hey, down below, comment any figures that you'll be missing in this retirement, and hey, you know, don't forget to subscribe, like, visit us at on Twitter at Perplex Damage or Instagram Perplex Damage, and so this is Perplex Damage reminding you that if you're going for that KO, don't forget to perplex your damage. All right, thanks, guys. Have a great 4th of July. Later.